Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Let's Talk Rae Dunn. So this one is going to be done in two parts. I have here the Canada mug, which says A, the question mark, and the red maple leaf on the inside, and then the corresponding, the other one, which is the maple leaf and the A on the inside. These are, I'll show you the bottoms here. There we go. Rae Dunn Artisan Collection by Magenta, and this one here purchased June 2018, and this one also June of 2018. And you know that by looking over here. The 06 is the month and the 18 represents the year, and this was purchased at HomeSense. Our money here in Canada is $6.99, so it equals $8. Well, $7 and what, 90 cents? $7.90 Canadian, which we round up and we say, yes, a basic mug costs $8, and they were both purchased June of 2018, both from the same store, both from HomeSense. Okay. So that's your basic mug, and back in, and I have them all, 2018, these were very thin, as you can see. They're not like the other mugs that we have now, which are a lot more thicker, but really super cute. Has the dimple in the front there, both of them actually. See? Nice and kind of dimply. I don't know if you can kind of tell there. If I kind of bend it and move it around a little, you can see how the older items were more dimply versus the newer ones, which are all smooth. The same thing applies to the canisters, and they're more of a creamy color versus a white color. And then over here is the Please Don't Die planter. This is the large planter, and again also by Rae Dunn, the Artisan Collection by Magenta. And this one has a 150 number there, which we'll talk about another day, I guess, what those numbers represent. But this one here, purchased in October of 2018, so same year. That's why it's got that same kind of creamy color to it, and it's kind of dimply. I don't know if you can kind of really tell there. It's definitely a more hard to find, very hard to find item. But it's got this nice little picture of a planter there, and the typewriter print there, Please Don't Die. And these here purchased for $14.99, and then plus tax, and again in Canada. So it does have the little hole in there, it doesn't come through on the other end, and I've never actually tried to separate these, but I think they're glued together, or maybe that's permanently there. I'm not really sure. But to the person receiving this, that's up to you whether you want to maybe try and separate them or not. I don't think I would, honestly. So anyways, what I'm going to do here for the first part is I'm going to start with wrapping up the mugs. And again, I'm the pool noodle kind of girl. I like to protect the handles by putting in a pool noodle, because if there's going to be any bumping around of any sort, this is going to absorb the shock. And do that on both of them there. Okay, so again, there we go. And then what I like to do is stuff one sides of these mugs. Here's one, and this is just the paper that comes in the stores when you purchase them. So it's nice clean wrap. I don't like to actually stick newspapers or flyers in there. I don't know. I mean, obviously, right, you're gonna, I like to wipe everything down with disinfecting wipes too, but on the receiving end, I'm sure, like, obviously you're gonna probably peel off the sticker and give it a wash or whatever. I haven't actually used these. These have been just sitting in my hutch and on display all this time. Okay, so that's not enough. I'm going to stick another sheet in that mug, because I do want to make sure it's nicely tightly packed in there. Okay, so got another one. there. And if anything at all, you want to overstuff and you want to over bubble wrap every single item that you send out for shipping, because honestly, you do not want anything to break, because things are costly enough, okay? So here, I'm also going to start with, some people start with a layer of bubble wrap and go from there, and then they continue to wrap and wrap and wrap until you can no longer read what's on the mug. But I always like to start mine with, first start with a layer of wrap, just to get that nice clean base to start with. So I just tightly wrap this all up like this, nice and tight, and then just to start off, just get it secure for the start. There we go, first one, and then for the next one, again, this isn't the way it's going to be shipped out, obviously, but just to start, I'm going to start off with a layer of clean paper around everything, okay? Alrighty, so there's the second one. Now, next, we start off with our layers of bubble wrap. So what I generally do is, when I put my mug in, I start wrapping this ways a few times, okay? And then once that's done, I rotate it, and then I switch the mug this way. So originally, when your bubble wrap is going this ways, okay, the ends are going to be all tucked in like this, and then when you rotate it, the ends will be on this, so it kind of gives it a nice balance to what you're doing here. And I'll start this off with just starting, I'm going to move this planter. Okay, start with that first bit of bubble wrap, and then I'm going to go around it here like this, okay, and then I'm going to cut the bubble wrap. There we go. Tightly pull that across like that, and that will start off first layer of bubble wrap. Alrighty, and then next we're going to just fold these in a little bit like that, okay, and then fold this in, and then start with a lot more tackier tape. So start that off like that, flip it over, and then tuck these ends in and tape that up as well, okay? So that's the first layer of bubble wrap, and that's still not it. So, because our ends are here, now we're going to switch it. I'm just going to go counterclockwise, and then start off more bubble wrap again, and repeat, right? So, fold over, secure your bubble wrap to start, tighten that up a bit there, right? Wrap that around, cut it off, and then make sure that's nice and tight. You don't want it to be loose. Start that off again with a piece of tape. Get that in there nice and tight. Pull it across and tape it up. Okay? So that is the first part. And then next, just going to fold these down like this. There we go. I can feel nothing. I can't feel the rim of the mug, so that is actually great. And then if I flip it over into the other side, and again, tuck in all these edges here. Okay, so this end here is the one with the pool noodle, so I know that part is definitely good. Over here, this is where the base of the mug is. Okay. This off, and again, I'm just going to feel around. So that is a good start. I will even go do one more, just to make sure, because I can kind of, there's a part there that I can feel a bit of the rim. The rest of it though, can't feel anything. It's all just puffiness, can't feel the rim. And that's how I know whether I've done enough or not. Some people say, you know, 4, 5 layers of bubble wrap even. I've shipped so many, I can actually tell. It's just, it's more of a thing for feel, right? Like if you can feel the edge of the ceramic item that's inside, then yeah, no, you don't have enough bubble wrap. And again, like I said, don't cheap out on the bubble wrap. Put lots and lots and lots of it there, because you do not want your item to be received on the other end in a broken condition, right? And when you're receiving things, how do you want them to appear? I mean, you want them to appear and to show up in the condition that you want them to be in, right? Like you want them not to be broken. So ensure that when you are going to be shipping, that you're taking the time. And I mean, it is kind of time consuming a bit. I mean, to wrap them up, get all your materials, and go to the post office. But guess what? At the end of the day, when you receive your item, or vice versa, we're talking happy mail. Oh yeah. So, there you have it. First one, good to go. And then, oh, is that the last one I bubble wrap? Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry about that. So, I got this piece. Alrighty, not enough. Let's get this piece here. So now I'm going to just reuse a part of this. So this one's going to be even bigger. These are huge bubbles. Not the same one that I normally purchase. This is just me reusing some of the materials that I've gotten in the past from other packages, which I do suggest, if you are mailing out something or receiving items, that you do keep some of these packagings or materials that come in other things, because you can definitely reuse them. So that's not enough. Okay, so see, I knew it. I have now ran out of bubble wrap, and this is going to be only part 1. I'm leaving it at partially wrapped mug and 1 fully wrapped mug. These are all going in the same box, by the way. This is going to be somebody's happy mail, because this is the item I think that she's really more dying to get a hold of. Ha! No pun intended. Please don't die. Yeah, so 2 mugs and a planter. That's part 1, and I'll be back tomorrow with part 2. I'm going to have to go through my stash of items that I have and see if there's any more bubble wrap that I can pull out from another box, I guess. Because here in Ontario, we are in a stay-at-home order right now, and we're not allowed to leave unless it's for food or for work. I don't work. I'm actually retired now, but I do have 6 kids, so I am staying home. And oh, that's another thing too. Oh my gosh, it was announced today that the children will not be going back to work, and that is indefinite. Our province is in a lockdown, so I guess till further notice and that whole COVID thing is under control, which it's not, I guess we're all just kind of hanging out at home. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in watching me wrap more parcels and continue to talk about Rae Dunn. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night. It's a little bit past midnight here, and I'm done. I'm done for the day. Have a good night. Bye.